so boring I don't even think it deserves a review. But my rule is if I watch it for the first time, I shall review it, so I guess I'm reviewing it. Gringo is a 2018 American crime comedy film directed by Nash Edgerton and written by Anthony Tambakis and Matthew Stone. It follows a mild-mannered businessman who battles for survival when he finds himself crossing the line from law-abiding citizen to wanted criminal. Gringo joins the ranks of movies that serve as prime examples as to why you can't trust trailers. When I first saw the trailer, I was excited to watch this. It looked like I would have a lot of fun. Having now watched it, all I can think is, I was excited for this. It is a woeful watch, entirely boring from start to finish. Watching this movie had me wanting to send out a search party because there were no signs of life. While the acting is solid, the main problem is there is nothing to deliver. The movie suffers from having too many plots, and yet most of them serve no higher function than putting more actors on the screen. They don't progress or add to the story, which when I think about it, is there much of a story at all? Having a character whose life just really sucks isn't enough for me. There is minimal character development, and what is developed doesn't even matter because it's just background noise to an insane string of events that don't mean anything. Every time a new character appears, so does a new plot. Some of these plots intersect, but they don't need to intersect, nor do they even need to exist. There was nothing enjoyable about this movie. All it is watching a man have life kick the crap out of him on repeat, and frankly, I've seen plenty of films that did that, only they were successful at it. There is something I have noticed about Joel Edgerton as an actor. He is terrible at sex scenes. I've seen him do sex scenes before and they were always bad, but I just attributed them to the quality of the films themselves and not the actor. But now after seeing this and thinking about it and all the other sex scenes, I've realized it's not the movies, it's just him. He is flat out bad at sex scenes, which then makes me wonder how he is in his personal life, because that's awkward. Some have classified this as a comedy, others a dark comedy. I can see the elements that lend it to being a dark comedy, but from the trailers this seemed like it was being sold to audiences as a flat out comedy, and I don't know about other viewers, but for me this wasn't a comedy of any kind. I did not laugh or chuckle once, not even a brief ha! I continued to watch in hopes that something would happen or that maybe it would improve and suddenly become funny or interesting, but sadly it never did. I reached the end of the film and was left feeling deflated, knowing that of all the movies I could have selected to occupy my day, I had to choose the dud. It pains me to give small reviews, but sadly when it comes to movies like this, they leave you with very little to say because they didn't do or accomplish much of anything. This is a bad film, and not bad in the sense that it was the worst thing ever made, because it certainly was not, but bad in the sense that it was just boring as hell. Thank you for joining me for another review. If you have seen this movie, then by all means comment down below and tell me what you thought about it. Until next time, bye.